Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be a Charlotte Tilbury Dupes video. This video I've wanted to film for ages, but I haven't been able to because I've really tried to work on finding like the most perfect dupes for Charlotte Tilbury products. If you guys have watched my videos before or you're subscribed to my channel already, you will know that I love Charlotte Tilbury products. I own a lot of Charlotte Tilbury, I'm always on it with the new releases, and I love reviewing and wearing Charlotte Tilbury makeup. So I have a lot of her products. And I understand that they're not the most inexpensive products to buy, so I definitely love finding dupes. Obviously wherever I can save money I will. So obviously Charlotte Tilbury makeup is very luxurious. The actual formulas are quite hard to find perfect dupes for. Some of the dupes that I've found have been the same in either colour or formula, texture. I've tried to get as many of those aspects right in every product. So if there's a matte lipstick, I've tried to make it the same colour and the same formula. But it has been hard because I've said in a previous video before, she tends to make very unique colours and formulas, so they tend to be quite hard to dupe. I've got this little Dior bag here full of products which have been duped. So mostly in here we just have lip liners, lipsticks and lip glosses. But if you guys want a part 2 of this video duping her other makeup, do let me know and I can definitely film that for you in the future. I'm just going to get straight in and I'm going to go first off with lipsticks because I feel like that's what everyone will want to know, what the sort of dupes are and the matches are. I haven't actually managed to dupe every single lipstick that I have from Charlotte Tilbury, so I do have more lipsticks from her than this, but some of the colours are extremely hard to find sort of dupes for. So I'm just going to start off with her lipstick in the shade Bitch Perfect. This is kind of like that perfect nude colour. It works really well on a lot of different skin tones. It's definitely a pale nude, but it's not too pale where it washes you out. It's definitely got kind of like more of a corally tone to it, and this one is in her Kissing formula, so it is a shine lipstick. It's got that kind of creamy, more shiny finish on the lips, and it's not a matte lipstick. This is definitely one of my favourite nudes. I wear this one all the time. It works really well if you're doing more of a dramatic eye makeup and you just want a simple nude to go with it. But Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks obviously are £24, so they are a little bit more expensive, and if you wanted a similar colour to Bitch Perfect but you wanted a cheaper alternative, this one I found, which is very similar, is actually from Rimmel, and this is kind of like an older lipstick. I've had this in my collection for a really long time, but I believe they still sell it, and this is in the shade 720 Notting Hill Nude. So it's a very similar shade. The only difference is the Notting Hill Nude is very slightly paler on the lips. It's definitely got that similar tone though, where it's kind of got that more corally orangey undertone. It hasn't really got too much pink in it, so I think these look really extremely similar on the lips. In fact, you can't really tell too much of a difference when they're on. What's really nice about this dupe as well is they are a similar formula, so this lipstick is also a very creamy shiny formula. So moving on to the second dupe, this one from Charlotte Tilbury is in the shade Super Cindy, and this again is one of my favourite lipsticks from her. This one is a very unique colour, so it was quite hard to find a dupe for it, but it's in this matte formula and it's kind of like a corally nudie pink colour. It looks really different from quite a lot of other lipsticks that I have, which is why I really like it, and it's also quite neutral, so you can wear it with more of an intense eye makeup. So the dupe that I found for this one, again, it's not an absolute perfect spot on match, but it was the closest that I could find, and I swatched a lot of lipsticks. This one is actually by Primark, and this is the PS Velvet Matte Lipstick Crayon in the shade Natural. Only difference with this one is ever so slightly more pink. So the Super Cindy has got that very sort of orangey tone to it, as opposed to this one has got a little bit more mauvey pink, but they look very similar on the lip. They are also both matte formulas. I will say that these Primark crayons are actually really nice because they've got that velvety texture. They are actually really comfortable to wear on the lips, and this one is only £1. So £1, you can't really go wrong. So the next lipstick that I have found a dupe for, this one is in the shade Red Carpet Red, which is the Charlotte Tilbury colour. This one is kind of like that perfect true red. This is a matte as well, which I love because I like wearing my reds matte. This is kind of like that perfect red colour where it's deep enough to not be too bright in your face. So the dupe that I have found for Red Carpet Red is actually by Max Factor, and this is in the shade Ruby Tuesday 715. This one is very similar, although this one has got slightly more orange in it than the Red Carpet Red has. Although they are very similar shades, you almost can't tell a difference difference on the lips. This one has got more of a shine to it than the Red Carpet Red, so I do prefer wearing the actual Charlotte Tilbury one usually, but I still do really like this shade, and for when I want more of a hydrating lipstick, this is the one that I will go for. Right, so the last actual lipstick that I have from Charlotte Tilbury that I found a dupe for is the shade Secret Salma. This is also one of my favourite shades. I'm saying like every shade is my favourite, but this one I love. This one is like that really sort of deep mauvey pink. It's not too deep where it's too dark, but it just looks really, really nice when you don't want to wear a really pale nude, but you still want to wear something more neutral on the lips. This one is also in a matte formula as well, so it's super comfortable to wear, but it gives you that more matte effect. So the colour that I think matches this best that I could find is the Bourjois Rouge Edition 12-hour lipstick in the shade Beige Shooting 31. This is actually a really sort of well-loved lipstick from me. I've had this one for years and I really, really enjoy it. The way it looks on the lips. It's also that matte formula as well, so it's very, very similar to Secret Salma. I wear this one all the time. I absolutely love it. So the next product that I have is actually a liquid lipstick. This is one of her Hollywood liquid lipsticks, and this is in the shade Charlotte Darling. This is a very, very pale nude. This formula of liquid lipstick is probably one of my favourites that I've ever tried. It's not drying on the lip, so it's very, very comfortable to wear, and if you want to reapply it over the top, it doesn't go like crumbly or anything like that, so I really, really love this one. So the best dupe that I could find for this one is actually one of the L'Oreal Lip Paints Matte in the shade Dead Lips 210. This one is actually a very similar formula to the Charlotte Tilbury liquid lipstick in the way that it's very moussey and comfortable to wear, and it's got that kind of comfortable velvety finish, and the colour is very, very similar. The L'Oreal, which is the dupe, is actually slightly more beige, but they definitely have a similar sort of effect. I did also find another colour match for this liquid lipstick, so if you're someone that likes the shade of Charlotte Darling but doesn't like the liquid lipstick effect, I found this colour from Primark. This is the PS Lip and Cheek Crayon in Bare All, and this is a very, very similar shade to Charlotte Darling, but it's obviously in a lipstick crayon formula. Right, so that is it for lipsticks, guys. I'm now going to just quickly move on to lip glosses. I've got two lip glosses that I've managed to find what I think is quite a good dupe for. So I'm just going to start off with the first one, which is Ibiza Nights by Charlotte Tilbury. This lip gloss is stunning. It's like a rose gold kind of glittery lip gloss with a lot of shimmer in it. It looks really nice over the top of quite a lot of different lipsticks. So this is going to be quite hard to show on camera because it's not the most pigmented lip gloss in the world. It's kind of more of a topper, so you'd put this on top of other lipsticks to make them look shiny and glossy, but I'm going to try and get as much out as I can. Sorry guys, my memory card just got full, so I don't know if it cut me off there, but I was just about to show you the Ibiza Nights lip gloss. So this is what the swatch looks like. As you can see, it's kind of clear with a rose gold shimmer running through it, so it's super pretty. As I said, it's more of a lipstick topper, this one. So the dupe I've managed to find for this one is by L'Oreal, and this is the Extreme Resist lip gloss in the shade, this is in the shade 507 Resist Me, and this is a very similar lip gloss. This one I'd say has got a little bit more pigment in it. In terms of actual colour, it's got a lot more pink in it, but it definitely looks very similar on the lips. When you apply these over the top of lipsticks, they look pretty much identical. They've both got that kind of like rose gold effect glitter running through them. Super pretty, and like a really nice lip gloss to have in your collection, just to, as I say, top off any lipstick that you want to make glossy. The Charlotte Tilbury lip glosses retail for £17.50, whereas the L'Oreal one I believe is around £8. All of the products, by the way, will be linked in the down bar, so if you wanted to get any, they'll all be linked, the Charlotte Tilbury ones and the dupes, down in the description box below. The next lip gloss that I have is the shade Sweet Stiletto in the Charlotte Tilbury one. So this is a really lovely sort of light pink kind of corally lip gloss, I would say. It's a really nice lip gloss to wear if you just want to wear a lip gloss on its own. I wear this one on its own all the time. It's not really the type of lip gloss I would want to put over the top of lipsticks, in my personal opinion, but I really, really love this lip gloss just for those gloss only days. So the dupe that I've managed to find for this one is actually by Buxom, and this one is in the shade Mud Slide. I actually got this in a Christmas set, so I don't know if this is available to buy separately. I'm really sorry if it's not. I'll let you know on the screen now if you can get it separately, but I really hope you can because it is literally like a perfect match for Sweet Stiletto. Now moving on to lip liners. The first lip liner that I have to show you is Pink Venus. This is the Charlotte Charlotte Tilbury one. This is a really nice kind of pale, nudie kind of corally tone lip liner that looks nice with a lot of more nude pale lipsticks. This is the type of lip liner that I would wear when I'm wearing Bitch Perfect, for example, and the dupe that I found for this one is actually by Essence. It's not a complete perfect match, but this is the Essence lip liner in the shade 11 in the nude, and it is a very similar sort of pale tone to the Charlotte Tilbury. I have also found another dupe, and this is again by Primark. This is the PS lip liner in the shade 01, and this is a very similar shade as well. It's definitely more of a nude pink as opposed to a coral, but they give very similar effect on the lips. By the way guys, I have created a whole video which is already up on my channel of dupes of the Pillow Talk collection from Charlotte Tilbury, including the lip liner, lipstick, blusher and eyeshadow palette, which I'm going to link in the description box. So I'm not going to be including those dupes in this video just because I've already talked about them before. So if you'd like to go and find out what the dupes are for the Pillow Talk lip liner and lipstick, I'll leave it in the down bar below so that you can see. The next lip liner I have is the shade Super Size Me, which is one of my favourites from Charlotte Tilbury. This one is a really nice deep sort of more mauvey pink. This one I really like to wear with Secret Salma, or if I want to sort of darken up a nude slightly, I will just use this on the outside of my lips. I absolutely love this shade. Then the dupe I've got for this is the Rimmel London Exaggerate Full Colour Lip Liner in the shade East End Snob 063, and this is a very similar shade, but this one is definitely more pink. They do look very, very similar on the lips and give a very, very similar effect. So moving away slightly from lip liners and just onto the last product, which is actually one of her colour chameleons. So this is a eyeshadow crayon, and this one is in the shade Bronzed Garnet, and this is one of my favourite eyeshadow crayons or cream eyeshadows to use. I like to use these as a base for eyeshadow or just on their own if I haven't got a lot of time. The dupe that I found for Bronzed Garnet is by Rimmel, and this is the Magnetics double-ended eyeshadow crayon. This is in the shade Queens of the Bronzed Age, and on one side it's got like a highlighter, and then on the other side it's got like an eyeshadow crayon, and the eyeshadow crayon is very, very comparable to Bronzed Garnet. They're almost identical, especially when they're on the lids. Right, so that is it for the video guys. That is all of the dupes that I have to show you right at this point. If you did enjoy this video and like this style of video, let me know in the comments down below, and I can definitely do dupes for my other Charlotte Tilbury products. I definitely have a lot more. This isn't all of the Charlotte Tilbury products that I have, so if you want me to do a part 2 to this video, just give this video a thumbs up or let me know in the comments below, and I can definitely film that for you guys. Definitely subscribe to my channel as well, that would be amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.